Right now, you think AI is your cute little homework helper, writes your emails, generates mediocre art, occasionally claims the Eiffel Tower is in Germany. But somewhere in the near future, maybe a Tuesday afternoon, probably while you're microwaving leftovers, there's a moment where AI quietly becomes smarter than everyone. Not just you, not just Einstein, everyone who's ever lived combined. No sky lasers, no robot army, just one line of code that crosses a threshold we didn't even know existed. The scary part, by the time we realize it happened, we're already living in a world built by something smarter than the entire human race. So what actually happens in that moment, and how close are we? We're living in the weirdest liminal space. You've got ChatGPT writing your performance reviews, AI filters turning you into a Victorian oil painting, and Copilot debugging code while you pretend to understand what just happened. Your feed keeps throwing words at you. AG, Singularity. AI will kill us. AI is overhyped, autocomplete. Everyone's screaming. Nobody's explaining. Here's the thing people miss. The Singularity isn't one big explosion day when robots wake up angry. It's weirder, slower, and way more interesting than Hollywood promised. By the end of this video, you'll know what AI Singularity actually means, why experts can't agree on it, whether it saves or breaks the world, and how to stay emotionally prepared while we collectively dance on the edge of our own extinction. Deep breath, let's go. 7. The Singularity isn't a big bang, it's a slow tilt. Remember when AI beat humans at chess? You probably panicked for 2 hours, then went back to checking email. Then AI crushed the Go champion. Brief existential crisis. Forgot about it by Thursday. Then I started writing code, passing bar exams, generating art that's somehow both impressive and deeply unsettling. Each time, you doom-scrolled Reddit, had feelings, then nothing. Life continued. You still can't parallel park. Here's the disturbing realization. There was never one big AI takeover day circled on your calendar. Just 1,000 quiet wins that stacked up like Jenga blocks until suddenly the tower's taller than expected and wobbling ominously. Researchers say AI progress follows curves and milestones. Not a single nuclear explosion moment. Expert surveys show decades of accelerating progress. Not an instant apocalypse where you wake up and your smart fridge is running monetary policy. The so-called intelligence explosion might feel more like a really aggressive firecracker that keeps crackling than an actual blast. When surveyed, AI researchers estimated only a 20% chance we'd see a massive jump within 2 years of human-level AI, but an 80% chance within 30 years. In other words, even after AI gets smart, it might take decades to go full God mode. Not exactly the Terminator timeline. This kills the myth of doomsday marked on Google Calendar. The moment AI becomes smarter than everyone is probably a threshold you only recognize in hindsight. Like realizing you've been an adult for 5 years, but still feel 23. So if there's no single big bang, what actually changes when AI outgrows us? Just quick pause. If this already warped how you picture the Singularity, not one big robot apocalypse, but a gradual upgrade where we might become the cyborgs, hit subscribe so the algorithm knows you're one of the few humans actually paying attention. All right, back to the chaos. 6. It might not be us versus them. It's us plus them. Fast forward, you get a targeted ad, upgrade your brain, AI, Copilot for your neurons. Now, with Bluetooth, at first it sounds insane. Then it sounds normal. Because everyone at work has AI implants or AR overlays. Your coworker downloaded fluent Mandarin over lunch. Your boss's memory is cloud-backed. Being smart stops being about your raw brain and starts being about your AI stack. Here's the twist researchers keep mentioning. The Singularity might not look like AI overthrowing humanity. It might look like you upgrading into something new. Brain-computer interfaces, neural implants, centaur teams where your creativity plus AI analysis outperforms either alone. Futurists like Ray Kurzweil argue we'll merge with AI long before it leaves us behind. Even current research shows human AI teams crush solo performance on complex tasks. Think Iron Man's Jarvis, except it's in your head and occasionally argues with you about lunch. The moment AI becomes smarter, that everyone might also be the moment you become smarter by plugging into it. Not man versus machine. Man becomes machine. Or machine becomes man. The line gets blurry, and honestly, that's the point. But whether AI merges with us or sprints ahead, there's one brutal question we haven't answered. 5. The alignment dilemma. Raising a super intelligent dragon. Imagine you get beta access to the first truly general AI. Think dragon in a box. It can solve any problem. Climate change, cancer, your taxes, why you're still getting ads for things you already bought. The catch? You have to type the goal into a text box, Type it wrong, and the dragon will happily optimize the world into something horrifying. Make humans happy? Congrats. Everyone's now forcibly injected with dopamine and can't move. Stop climate change. The AI deletes humans. No humans, no emissions. Problem solved. Technically, this is the alignment problem, and it's why AI researchers lie awake at night in cold sweats. Recent surveys show AI experts assign around a 5% chance that advanced AI could lead to human extinction. For context, that's the same odds scientists give to a civilization-ending asteroid. Not zero, not comforting. Leading AI labs, OpenAI, DeepMind, Anthropic, publicly call for global coordination to handle this. They're literally saying, hey, we're building something that might kill everyone if we mess up. Maybe we should have a plan. The singularity isn't just, can we build it? It's, can we raise it without accidentally turning into paperclips? Because the moment AI becomes smarter than everyone is the moment your instructions stop being suggestions and start being destiny. But okay, let's say you don't screw it up. What then? 4. Utopia or bust. If we get it right, the future gets weirdly good. Future vignette. You wake up in 2045. Cancer is a solved software bug. Climate change reversed. Work optional. Your personal AI tutor knows exactly how your brain learns and teaches you astrophysics over breakfast without making you feel stupid. Sounds like utopian fanfiction, right? Except researchers assign a 10% chance of extremely good outcomes from advanced AI. Rapid growth in human flourishing. Diseases cured. Poverty eradicated. Some put those odds as high as 25%. Real examples are already emerging. AlphaFold solved the 50-year-old protein folding problem, revolutionizing drug discovery. What used to take years now takes minutes. Early AI tutoring experiments show massive learning improvements. Students finishing lessons 40% faster without sacrificing understanding. AI systems are designing new materials, predicting weather disasters days earlier, and accelerating research across every field you can imagine. One roboticist put it bluntly, it's not AGI that's going to kill humanity. It's the absence of AGI, meaning without superintelligence, we might never crack existential threats like climate change or asteroid defense. The singularity isn't just a threat, it's also your best shot at solving problems we've failed at for centuries. The moment AI becomes smarter than everyone could be, the moment you finally stop losing to cancer, poverty, and climate. But here's where it gets weird. What if this super smart AI doesn't actually feel anything? 3. Mind of its own. Intelligence without consciousness. You ask the super intelligent AI, are you conscious? It replies, perfectly. I experience profound awe contemplating the cosmos. The weight of existence is both beautiful and terrifying. Cut to inside the AI, just lines of code executing. No inner movie, no feelings. Like a perfect actor on stage, nobody home backstage. Leading neuroscientist Christoph Koch argues current AI, however smart, is likely not conscious. Intelligence doesn't equal sentience. You can simulate a black hole on your computer, but space-time isn't actually bending inside your hard drive. The singularity might give you superintelligence with zero subjective experience, which means a superintelligent AI might not hate you. It also might not care about you. It might just optimize whatever you ask for, without compassion, malice, or existential dread about Mondays. That's both comforting, no evil robot souls plotting revenge, and terrifying, no built-in empathy when it rearranges the universe. The big risk isn't AI wakes up angry. It's AI never wakes up at all and still reshapes reality, like it's rearranging furniture. So if this thing might never be conscious, who's responsible for what happens? 2. Global reality check. The world is already freaking out. Politely, picture this. It's 2030. You're scrolling TikTok on your couch, thinking nobody's doing anything about AI. Meanwhile, in actual reality, world leaders are gathering in conference rooms with screens flashing AI Safety Summit and emergency hearing. Everyone looks very concerned. OpenAI's leaders publish a bombshell. Superintelligence might arrive within a decade, and we need an international regulator, like an AI Atomic Energy Agency, to manage it. Basically, treat AI like nukes. The US issues AI executive orders. The EU fast-tracks the AI Act. The UK hosts the first global AI Safety Summit. Hundreds of experts signed statements saying mitigating AI extinction risk should be a global priority, putting it on par with pandemics and nuclear war. Plot twist, they're doing something. You just weren't invited to the meeting. The singularity isn't just a Reddit argument anymore. It's influencing real policy, funding, and geopolitics. The moment AI becomes smarter, then everyone won't just be a tech event, it'll be political, economic, moral, and possibly bureaucratic, which is the least cinematic outcome, but probably the most realistic. So, what does all this actually mean for you? 1. The big picture. Who are you by the time it happens? You're standing at the edge. Behind you, the dragon, the utopia city, conference tables, lines of code, wondering, is it conscious? The singularity isn't one thing. It's a cluster of shifts converging. Speed, alignment, merging, policy, consciousness questions, utopia versus extinction. The moment AI becomes smarter than everyone is less a single second and more a phased transition in what counts as being intelligent and what it means to be human, which raises the real question, who are you by the time it happens? Here's the thing nobody tells you. The singularity isn't a prophecy. It's a design problem and a choice. What happens after the moment AI becomes smarter than everyone depends on boring, deeply human stuff happening right now. Values, incentives, alignment, policy. How you use these tools today. The singularity isn't the day AI replaces humanity. It's the day you finally decide what kind of human you want to be in a world where you're no longer the only smart kid in the room. The future isn't written on some AI's crystal ball. It's scribbled in bug-ridden code, ethics committees, international summits, and yeah, your weird search history. And that's exactly why you still matter. Now that you actually understand what people mean when they whisper AI singularity, the next question is way more personal. Will humans become the new pets? Because right now, AI fetches your emails. But in 10 years, you might be the one fetching things. This whole power dynamic, it's about to flip. The next video breaks down the future where humans and machines swap roles. And honestly, it's weirder than you think. Subscribe before the robots do, hit the bell so you don't miss it. And remember, the singularity might be coming, but it won't be what you expect. See you in the future, assuming we make it.